This route should technically be better. Less flyers, no hills, easier on my body, and yet somehow I'm still missing the old route.
I knew the old route like the back of my hand. I knew every mailbox, every dog, every house, every shortcut. And yet here I am on a new route. I know it's only been 3 days, but I don't know where the hell I'm going half the time. I'm not as fast in the sorting area. I don't know. I just don't know what to do. I know 3 days is not enough. What do you do when you need to make a decision? In this video, I'm going to break it down and maybe we can figure it out together. So, the old route, 3 years, it's got hills, a lot of hills. It gets so many flyers. And here where I am in Canada, it's a walking route. We don't all drive trucks. Some of us do. I don't, and I don't want to. But essentially, what it is you sort your mail, you put it in bags. Truck drivers take it to the relay boxes so you can pick it up throughout the day because you can't carry all the mail in at once. So with the old route, tie it out and get out there and wait for the cab really fast. Now with the new route, yeah, it's been 3 days, but what am I doing? I've got a sheet that I've written out the path that I'll be walking that day and the relay boxes and all the stuff, so I know where I'm going. And I have to pull it out of the case and put it into a bundle of elastics and then throw it in bags. And with the old route, I was like this. You know, I could just go super fast, sort it in, take it out, put elastics around it, put it in the bag, and off I go. And now I'm like looking at the case. Where the hell is that street on this case? I'm like, okay, sort. So it's taking twice as long to sort and probably that much to tie it out or take it out of the sorting case and put it into elastics into bags. And then on the old route, me and the people that take the same cab to the same area of town, we'd all be out there at the same time and head off together. And now I'm like a half an hour later. My days are longer. Yeah, 3 days, but still, I don't have that same feeling of comfort that I had on the old route. And what kind of comfort was it? It wasn't a good comfort. It was just a familiarity. So that's what we have to decide. Do we want to be comfortable and familiar and miserable? Or do we want to have a potential to be a lot happier? That's the question right there. Now, it's probably going to take a month, maybe 2, to get to the level of confidence where I was on the old route, whatever. You know, where I could just sort it in, take it out, and head out to the cabs with my regular crew, because it's still the same area of town, just a little bit further. So there's no hills. There's less flyers from what people who have been on the route before told me. So what do? Do I go back and be miserable, but at least I'm fast and I'm comfortable? Or do I stick it out and potentially be a lot happier and save my body a little bit because the hills won't be there. There won't be as many flyers. You get a flyer in the mail and it's just okay, nothing. But you add that up to 200-300 flyers a day, it's so heavy, especially if it's like a magazine kind of flyer. If it's just like a food flyer, that's just a page. That's not a problem. But when you start adding up big box store flyers, and maybe you get up to 9 sets sometimes, it's heavy. And I know, first world problems and blah, 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 whatever. It's the only kind of problems I have. So, decisions. I have to either stick it out or go back to the old one. And I think the window closes in about 2 weeks. So if I don't put my name down to go back to the old route, it closes and somebody else gets it, and then I'm stuck where I am. And what if I never get better? What if I'm always looking at the sheet and being slow and taking my time? My days are going to be longer, but my body is going to thank me for it, maybe? these are the kinds of decisions that we have to think about here. Okay, here we go. Take 2 for this second part of the recording. I was recording the day 4 update, sitting over there on the couch, and I had the phone in front of me. The camera was backwards, so all it was doing was taking a picture of my knee and the coffee table behind me, or in front of me, I guess, really. So I'm going to try to re-record this instead of just giving you some blank stuff with some cool commentary. So anyway, today was day 4, and I'm still not super comfortable on the route. What's going on here is that eventually this new situation will help save my body, because there aren't any hills. There's less flyers. It's just supposed to be better. The problem is, I'm comfortable on the old route. I have my dog. I have old lady girlfriend that I talk to every day, and I could sort like this super fast, and take the mail out of the case and put it in bundles, and not even have to think about it. And I could go and deliver, and you know what? If you've never delivered the mail before, you can't really visualize it, but you follow the mail, you do your route, and you go along and you do all your stuff. And sometimes you can get right into the zone, and that happens a lot. And what happens is, all of a sudden, you wake up from your daydream, and you look at the mail and your address, and you're like, am I even on the right street? And you realize you are, but you've already passed 2 or 3 streets, and you don't have any memory of it, because you just flow. You're in the flow. You're flowing. And that's definitely not on this new route. It's only been 4 days, like I said, and there's no flow. It's just, where am I going next? Where is the mailbox on this house? Is everything tied out properly? Do I have the mail in the right relay bag drops, so that I can pick it up once my mail bag is empty, and I pick up the next bag and keep going? And I have to think about everything, and I'm mentally exhausted, and I'm going to bed early this week, and I'm just kind of wiped out. So with anything new, you have to decide, do you want to stick with the old, which is comfortable but miserable? Because it was miserable. I hated it. The hills, the bombardment of flyers that I would get, just too much. And this new one seems to be, and everybody who's done this route before says there's a lot less flyers. There's no hills, and I've done it for the week almost, and there are no hills, so it's not physically exhausting, it's more mentally exhausting. The cool thing is, though, on one of the streets, I get to deliver to a house that my grandparents built in the 1970s, so it's nostalgically nice to be able to see that every day. So there's that. And I do know that as time goes on, I will get more familiar with it, and then I'll be in the flow state, and it'll be fantastic. And we'll be happy. But it might take 2 or 3 months to get there. Luckily, it's spring, summertime season, so I don't really have to worry about the winter and the snow and the misery that way. So there is some advantages to it, starting right now. What else? What else did I want to talk about? I'm sure I talked about all kinds of pithy things in the other recording that I'm not going to play here, because it's just showing my knees. But basically, what I would like to know from you out there in YouTube land is, what decision would you make if you were me? Would you stick with the old comfortable familiarity misery, or would you go somewhere new and be I don't know if miserable is the right word, but uncertain for a month or 2, and then get to it? It's one of those things that you just, what do you do? And what I want to know in the comments, what would you do? And what kind of decisions have you had to make in the past that was a big decision, and really, in the grand scheme of things, does it matter anyway? because the routes will change again and I'll be somewhere else again, and it won't matter in a couple of years. But right now, this is where life is. These are my problems, my first world problems, because those are the only kind I have. And that's what I need to know. What I would love is for you to hit subscribe to my channel. This video has not been up to my usual standards because I've been so tired and I'm discombobulated and I'm not thinking straight and I'm tired. So maybe it's more enjoyable, maybe it's more free flow. I don't have a script. I've tried to stay away from scripts because, like I said in other videos, I've been a podcaster for 12 years. Is it 12? Well, since 2014, whatever that is. So I've got over 1,000 episodes that I've hosted or co-hosted, and I used to be on script all the time in the beginning. Now I don't do script, I just flow. So on YouTube, it's a little bit different because I'm in front of a camera, and that's nerve-wracking, but whatever. Anyway, hit subscribe, like, and share, and we'll see you again real soon on The Long Way Around.